I hate the fact that we're black and we go against the grain of what's normalized and
we think for ourselves.
What's supposed to be a black thing to do when we get insulted.
Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Old Men in Chairs. The gentlemen on your screen are some of the most successful people in the YouTube reaction business. They are known collectively as the Cartier Family. It confused me for a long time because I thought perhaps they were brothers, but it turns out they're not related at all. They did meet each other in college. They were all at Louisiana State, intending to be part of the track team when COVID hit and the season got canceled. So they decided to start a YouTube channel. And from that little beginning, they have over 1 million subscribers. So now they've gone beyond just playing music reactions, and they've gotten into a lot of political stuff, which of course I appreciate. They had what they described as a life-changing experience recently when they went to Detroit when Donald Trump was there, and they actually met the president. But more than him, they were so impressed with the other people who were at that event and how they treated them and how glad they were to see them there. They will describe here how welcome they felt by the MAGA Republicans. This is a point that I tried to make with the recent Tom McDonald video. I don't think there's a lot of hate on the MAGA side of the aisle. I think the MAGA people love this country, and they love anybody who feels the same way they do about the country, regardless of race or anything else. So these gentlemen are here to confirm that. I'm going to start about 5 minutes in on this video. I will put the link for the full video in the description because I will be probably editing up a little bit. But it starts here when they describe their actual meeting with the president. You can see how excited they were.
Man, it was a great time there, man.
Look close, y'all.
I don't
Look
think
close,
I seen
y'all.
you, Brock.
Yeah, they do. Right there, Brock. I see you.
Look, there's Brock, there's me, there's you, there's Tom.
You think Joe Biden could do this?
There's me again. Y'all see me?
I don't think so. How is that?
He put his hand on Tom's shoulder.
Y'all see us?
Look, there's all 4 of us. Me,
Y'all see us?
you, Brock.
Y'all see us, y'all?
I'm all the way in the back. I had to get on my toes.
Me too. I was on my tippy toes too, y'all. I'm behind the girl in the cowboy hat, y'all. Why she wear that cowboy hat right there? Knowing damn what. Anyway. I thought it was pretty cool.
It was real
blocking
cool.
everybody
Play the whole video, bro. Let them see.
All Americans love President Trump.
Get cheesed up
Look
with
at
that.
Brandon. Look at me. See, I look good right there.
Maybe the Democrats are the racists.
The atmosphere at the church seemed pretty insane, but the turning point atmosphere was insane.
The
too.
whole weekend.
They had the whole weekend was amazing. Everywhere
man.
Trump was at, it was just an insane atmosphere.
Yeah, they try to. I seen on Twitter or on X. I keep saying Twitter, y'all. I'm grandfathered in Twitter, but on X, people were trying to say that this event was staged. I can assure you for a 100% fact that this was not staged. See, they're getting desperate with the support of Trump. Like even this idiot at my barbershop was trying to tell me Trump pays for all his support. Like, dude, you think I'm going to listen to you? You're an idiot. But I can tell you guys for a 100% fact that someone who was in Detroit for the last 4 days, this was not staged. All the support and things you see from Detroit was real. And all the stuff they say about MAGA supporters being racist and offensive is also false. We got so much love. People didn't even know who we were. They were just happy to see us there.
We can go on about that.
Like the people that did know who we were, they showed us love. But even the people who didn't showed us love. They were happy to see us there. They were respectful.
They were.
I mean, they were having conversations with us, telling us about their children.
Like we was having to we was getting tired of talking to people.
I understand what y'all are saying now. Like when y'all were saying we have to experience it because you wouldn't understand unless you
was actually there.
If people was calling me, it was like, bro, I can't believe you made that Instagram post. Like, bro, you wouldn't understand.
People were talking to me about that too.
Unless you were there.
So many people slid up on my story of Trump, y'all, and they're like, I can't believe you're with Donald Trump.
Facts. This baddie slid up on my story. You still have time to delete this. Like,
that's crazy.
Like, no.
If you don't support that I support Trump, then I don't give a damn. We ain't got.
But it's just like
you just gotta understand we have
why
a difference of opinion.
Yeah, exactly. So I can respect
because
that you
he's a
don't.
felon.
But then
because
you
he's
respect
racist.
But look though, if I can respect that you like him, okay, whatever, you do you. Why can't that do me?
That's a good question. But like Joe Biden said, if you support Trump, you ain't black. And so these guys get a lot of criticism because they are black and because they do support Trump. Other blacks are, what's the matter with you? Don't you know Trump's a racist? Don't you know all MAGA people are racist? And their personal experience has been anything but. You know, they felt so welcomed by the MAGA people. And one fellow said, we got tired of talking to people. Everyone wanted to talk to us. Everyone wanted to tell us, how glad they were that we were there. And like the other fellow said, unless you had been there, you don't really understand it, because your mind is filled up by propaganda from the media, from other black people who've been brainwashed. Something you got to go and see for yourself to really break that mindset that all MAGA people are evil and racist.
If I can respect that you like him, okay, whatever, you do you. Why can't that do me?
I hate the fact that
I'm not gonna demonize you because you don't. So why you gonna demonize me because I do?
I hate the fact that we're black and we go against the grain of what's normalized and
we think for ourselves.
What's supposed to be a black thing to do, and we get insulted. Bro, we're different people with different outlooks and different things we want in life. We've had different experiences. And that makes us different. So obviously we're going to have a different way to think. But based on what I've learned and experienced in my life, I understand that I might be going the way that God has called me. Because what I just experienced was a blessing and it was a great experience.
There's a lot of Christian people that were at the event. It was so much.
So many people were trying to spread the gospel.
Yeah, I was very surprised about that.
These boys do come apparently mostly from a Christian home, a Christian background. So that's why they're able, I think, to be a little more objective about what the reality is. Of course, when they got up there, he said, I was very, very surprised to see how many Christians were there supporting Trump and how much they were trying to spread the gospel. This is a movement. I've been saying for quite a long time, based upon watching channels like this for the last year, that there's a strong movement among especially young black men towards Trump. And when I first started telling my Republican friends, they were very, very skeptical. And they said, oh, well, wait and see. The blacks are going to vote 95% for Biden like they always do. And I said, I don't think so. It's not. From what I'm seeing, there's a real movement on the ground here. I think people are starting to realize that. I think Trump is now polling over 20% of the black vote and growing. The fact that he was persecuted by all these fake legal cases has only helped him in that community, because they understand, being railroaded on by the system, and they relate to seeing that happen to themselves or some of their friends, and so they relate to that very much, and that's only helped him in that community.
So many people were trying to spread the gospel.
I was very surprised about that. I was like, wow, man.
I seen a group of ladies that was just praying like in the middle of the whole convention, bro. And it was praying. Multiple races. It was so surprising, bro. It was a great event, bro. Thanks.
So it's an honor to be here. It's a very important area.
Now, some people have criticized pictures like this and said, oh, look at all the white people, That's an historic black church. And if you went there on a Sunday, any other Sunday, you wouldn't see all those white folks. It would be 100% black people or close to it. Therefore, this isn't a real event. There are black folks in there spread around. There's a couple right in our screen. Maybe it's a small percentage, but the fact that they held an event in a black church means there was at least one pastor who was in favor of this, and some of his congregation apparently showed up. It's baby steps to overcome the prejudice that is within the black community about the so-called racist president. The fact that he's taking the battle to Detroit, New York, yesterday was in Philadelphia, in a fairly black area of North Philly. The fact that he's contesting the major cities in these battleground states, and New York may turn out to be a battleground state before this is all over. I live in New York. That trial, I think, has radicalized a lot of people, even in New York City, who saw how unjust it was.
We've done more for, and I say it proudly, more for the black population than any president since Abraham Lincoln. That's a big statement.
That's a huge statement. Wow.
And crooked Joe Biden has done nothing for you except talk. It's only talk. It's all talk. He gets nothing. He gets nothing for anyone. He was lost. He's in Europe. He's walking around. He doesn't know where the hell he is. And he's supposed to help Detroit. I don't think so.
So one of the biggest crooks in the country.
I don't even know this is on here.
And by that, 34 counts is what I'm talking about.
Convicted felon, yeah.
Convicted felon is telling black people that people are coming for their jobs. This is the narrative that is being pushed to black voters.
Pause that.
And they keep saying, you know, oh, black people are going to him. Can we look at the church? Can we get a visual of the church?
Of the black church.
Yeah. Now, I'm not sure that most of these people even knew where that church was before they knew he was coming there.
You would expect only the members to go whenever a president is speaking. If
you get the opportunity to see Trump in person, you think,
if Joe Biden went to that church, there'd be people there who don't go there.
You see how the hypocrisy in their argument, bro?
Yeah, that's insane.
It's nonsense, bro.
I'm glad he put that clip on there.
They just make me so hot, bro. They are the problem. They are the problem, America.
Yeah.
This is the problem now. They are the main reason why we are divided now.
Yeah, right on. It's the media and people like Whoopi Goldberg and the crew on The View who have a very, very left-wing point of view and push that narrative. And they accuse Trump of pushing a false narrative. Look in the mirror, Whoopi. I'm going to stop it there. You get the idea. They're seeing through this whole convicted felon bullshit, the whole show trials that they've had in New York and elsewhere. It's not shaking their support at all. If anything, it's increasing his support. I'll put a link in to the rest of the story. And if you haven't seen these guys, they do great work. And they're putting out a couple videos a day. At 1 million viewers, they're making money too. They're doing okay. So far, they haven't been canceled off of YouTube. I guess they make too much money to get canceled. But they tell it like it is. They tell it the way they see it. And it's very, very refreshing, very entertaining, and very informative, and very, very hopeful.